You may not realize it yet, but the collective Star Wars fanbase is holding its breath, cheeks clenched, waiting to see what kind of Thrawn we are getting when Ahsoka drops in August. This is part 3 of my Ahsoka trailer breakdown. This time we are looking at it from Grand Admiral Thrawn's perspective. Check out my other 2 breakdowns linked below. They analyze the trailer from both Ahsoka's perspective and Sabine's. Lucasfilm is doing its best to keep any information about Thrawn from leaking, but all we seem to get is the reiteration that Thrawn is the heir to the Empire. But something is just not vibing with me. We've been given a peek at the Shadow Council in The Mandalorian Season 3, and they were all carrying out their agenda by making the New Republic think that these remnants are just scattered warlords. The plan seems to be working because the New Republic has no idea that these individual remnants are actually a cohesive unit planning to retake the galaxy. Now, for what it seems, Thrawn will make his return and take control of this Imperial remnant and fight the New Republic as he did in the original Heir to the Empire trilogy. All is well, fans from the 90s masterpiece will be happy, including myself, but this is now just surface level Thrawn. What is now known about him through Timothy Zahn's 2 new Thrawn trilogies cannot be unknown. The Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy basically explains how Thrawn pushed back this dangerous race of beings known as the Grist, who infiltrated and nearly toppled the Chiss Ascendancy. He used every possible measure that he could. He even violated Chiss law in order to drive them out of the Ascendancy. This led to his exile, where he, by design, infiltrated the Galactic Empire with hopes to use their resources to destroy the Grists for good. In the next trilogy, the Imperial trilogy, Thrawn works his way up to Grand Admiral and discovers that the Grist have made their way into the Empire. He ends up spending most of this time as the Grand Admiral repelling the Grist invasion in the Outer Rim and partnering up with who I believe is an old flame of his from this time in the Chiss Ascendancy. He partners up with Admiral Ar'alani to repel the Grist from the core section of the galaxy. His actions beg the question, is Thrawn really loyal to the Empire? Or is he loyal to the Chiss? In the final book of that trilogy, Thrawn Treason, the man says it himself to Ar'alani. The Emperor commands the loyalty of my actions, not the loyalty of my heart and mind. With his true loyalties belonging to the Chiss Ascendancy, let's see what his role is going to be in Dave Filoni's story moving forward. So as it seems, if we get the Thrawn who is avenging the Emperor and hoping to destroy the New Republic government, we don't get a follow-up to Thrawn's true allegiances per Zahn's books. If we get a follow-up to Zahn's books where Thrawn would likely be skimming resources from the Outer Rim in order to fortify the Chiss Ascendancy, then we don't really get an heir to the Empire motivation. So what's going on here? Can we have both? Well, maybe. Here's what we do know about Thrawn in this show. He somehow achieved access to some immense power. The rumor is that it's the well where the Night Sisters draw their magic from. I don't know, I don't really like it. Thrawn's strength never relied upon the mystical stuff in Star Wars. It's always been through military and tactics. Baylan and Shin are looking for him, but I don't think they possess loyalty to him. I think they just want what he has. Morgan Elsbeth is the real wild card here, and I say that because she doesn't appear to be who we thought she was from The Mandalorian. Perhaps I was right a few months ago when I theorized that she may be helping Thrawn obtain resources for the Chiss, but perhaps my theory was incomplete. What if her purpose is to help him rebuild a fleet, but instead it's to take over the Republic and not to help the Chiss directly? Perhaps he sees the New Republic as an easy target for outside aliens to infiltrate, and now his mission is to strengthen the galaxy at large through the might of the Empire. And the only way to do that is to take over the New Republic. So for this to cater to both thoughts here, what if Thrawn is wanting to take over the government so that he can ally with the Chiss Ascendancy? You know, to hit the Grist from 2 fronts. But still, what if Thrawn's new empire disagrees with his new direction? There's so many questions here, but that's why I'm sticking with my guns. I think Thrawn is going to try to take what bit of the remnant he can back to the Chiss. It will end in a war that he will ultimately lose, but not entirely. This is where Ahsoka, Ezra, and Sabine's arcs will culminate. In my Ahsoka video, I pointed out that her arc will ask the question, will Ahsoka lead the galaxy to help Thrawn repel a much more dangerous foe to the greater good, or will she walk away from this duty? With Sabine, there's a cool opportunity. The Chiss Ascendancy is home to Force-sensitive navigators. These navigators only maintain their sensitivity to the Force throughout their youth and lose their connection in their middle teenage years. Their abilities are used by the Ascendancy to navigate their warships through the tumultuous unknown regions. When their powers leave them, they are discharged from the military service. If Sabine is Force-sensitive, I think she may empathize with these Chiss navigators. I think, like Ahsoka, Sabine will choose to help Thrawn and help these navigators reestablish their connections with the Force and to learn to see it in a much more different light, more than as a tool, but as a wellspring of life itself. And then they will team up with Thrawn and the Chiss Ascendancy in order to put the Grist down for good. These are just some crazy theories of mine, but I love the idea of Thrawn being this anti-hero for now and then becoming someone we can all empathize with later and seeing him as some sort of a hero to his people. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. This giveaway has been a blast. I can't wait to do more in the future. With that said, the winner of this unsponsored Black Series Bo-Katan helmet giveaway is Drone Ariel. Please reach out to me at any of my socials and I'll hook you up. Thanks again, everyone, and let me know about your theories about Ahsoka and Thrawn's trajectory in the comment section below. And until next time, take care, God bless, and may the Force be with you, always.